You're watching the first 3 moves of the Taoist Tai Chi set. We will be learning these moves in this program. On first sight, these moves may look very unfamiliar, and also they may be appearing difficult to learn. But don't worry. What we'll do is that we'll break up the moves into one by one, step by step, so it would be very easy for you to learn. You'll have plenty of time to watch and to follow us.
Okay, that's the end of the third movement.
Yes, so let's start by showing the first movement.
Okay.
The first movement is very, very easy. Just raise your arms and drop them, and then turn. Okay, and again, watch carefully. Start by raising your arms gently and dropping them. Notice the right hand comes up and the right foot turns. Now the left foot will pivot on the ball of the foot. First of all, notice that in this move, you make a 90-degree turn. So you start out facing in front, and then when you turn, it's a 90 degrees turn.
With the front foot.
Okay? So, want to show it again?
Sure.
So again, raise your arms and drop them. Right hand comes up, right foot, left foot pivots. At this point, it's very important to find out that your both feet are steady and flat on the ground.
That's right. There's a tendency when you first learn this move, sometimes to come up to raise the heel off the ground, try to keep the feet both flat on the ground.
Okay, and the other thing is that, I may point out, it's very important that you take care of one foot at a time, okay? A lot of people have a tendency to stop turning one foot and then...
To try to turn them both at the same time, that's right.
Okay, they get too impatient. Relax. Take care of one thing at a time. It's reasonable, and it's common sense, and it's easier. So, move one foot, make sure it's planted nice and steady, then get the other one into place.
Okay, why don't I turn around and our viewers can try it with me?
Yeah. So again, ready, and the arms come up and down. And we're about to make the turn, so right hand, and pivot with left foot. Okay, let's try that again. So, raise the arms, and drop them. And right arm, right leg. Left foot pivots, and you finish the turn. Okay, I think it's time for us to move on.
Okay, I'll show the next move.
Okay, so now watch carefully the next move. Starts up with a structure called hold the ball, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But just watch the feel of this move. Step, and move the arms out and down. Now this move is called grass bird's tail. It's very easy to imagine that there's a bird kind of sitting on your perch here, and you're just simply caressing its tail. So it's a grass bird's tail, okay? Shall we show it again? Yeah.
Okay.
So hold the ball. Now watch hold the ball. Hold the ball, hands across, and also there's a structure to hold the ball. Bottom hand has the palm facing ceiling. Top arm, the palm is pressing down on the floor, okay? It will always be like that.
And you're making a cross with the middle of the forearm. You're crossing in the middle of the forearm.
Right.
So again.
Hold the ball. And stand up. And take a step. And grasp the bird's tail. Okay, so I think let's try it together.
Okay, right. I'll turn around. This time you can follow along with me.
So begin by holding the ball. and stand up, and plant the foot, and move the left arm out, and the right hand sweeps down. Okay, let's try that again. So again, hold the ball, stand up, take a step, and left arm out, right arm down.
Now the step that I'm taking is at a 45-degree angle. So it's neither straight back nor parallel to my right foot, but in between, 45 degrees.
So again, hold the ball, stand up, and step, and arms move.
Time to put it together?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Okay.
So, from the beginning, raise the arms, and down. And right hand, right foot, pivot, and now hold the ball, stand up, and step, move the arm. Okay, let's try that again. So raise the arms, very relaxed up here. Drop them, and turn, and hold the ball, stand up, take a step, and finish up. Okay, I think that looks good. Anything else you want to point out in these moves?
I guess the thing about the stepping is that you want to make sure that you're not falling into it. Again, like anything else in Tai Chi, you want to be comfortable, so you don't have to reach or fall into the movement like that. It's really just a comfortable step out.
We'll be picking up from here where we left off last time, so these are the new moves that we'll be working on now. We affectionately call these moves 3 pushes. So here's the second push, and here's the third push. Okay, so now let's do it step by step.
Okay.
All right, so you want to start from here?
We'll pick it up from where we left off last time.
Okay, so we start off by holding the ball again, which ought to be quite familiar by now. And stand up and take a step. And pushing out. Okay? Let's try that again. So hold the ball. And take a step. And pushing out. Now, let me call the attention to this part of the hand. The fingers are just simply at the area of the wrist, and also they don't touch each other. Okay, so they're a little bit apart. So let's say, you want to do that again, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
So hold the ball, and plant the foot, and go. So I think it's probably time that you do it together with them.
Okay.
Right, so again, from start to hold the ball, stand up, and take a step, and move out. Okay, that's the first push. So let's go again.
So if you remember, we were facing the corner, the 45-degree angle. So this step is going to be straight down 45 degrees to the left foot.
Okay, I think one more time.
Okay.
So hold the ball, and take a step, and push out. Okay, I think one thing you might want to point out is that this move, a lot of people get their hands tied up in knots. So it's really easy that if you just simply from here, you just simply come up and plant the foot. It's real easy just to move this one up, and you really don't have to worry much about this arm. Huh? So
That's right.
it just simply goes out and everything will be in place.
That's right.
So rather than just not knowing what to do, so
yeah, if you set it up the way you were talking about
right.
last time, that the lower palm faces up, the upper palm faces down,
right.
then really all you have to do is
just
slide
move
it
the
into
bottom
place.
one up, and then everything will be in place.
That's right.
Okay, I think we're ready for the next move.
Okay, I'll take it from here.
Right. So watch carefully. This move comes back, and he's going to put his palms together. Okay, and here's the second push.
And this time they actually touch.
Right. So again, come back. Now notice this arm is like pulling a bow. So it's just like pulling a bow. And then palms together. And right here, the palms are touching with the finger locked underneath. Okay, so try that again.
Okay.
Right, pull the bow. And palms together. Second push.
Okay, and of course, as I'm doing that, I'm doing the same sort of motion as in the Toyu, the warm-up.
Right. Yeah.
The hips and shoulders are turning out to the corner, and my weight is going back.
Right. Also, it's very, very important that you keep your feet flat on the ground. There's a tendency where, people will do things like
lift the toes when you go back. That's
right.
That's
and or lift the heels when you go forward. But the thing is that throughout this entire move, the feet are planted on the ground. There's no
That's right.
There's
They
no
stay where
stepping.
they are.
They just stay where they are. They're glued to the floor.
That's right.
So let's try together. Yeah, with them.
So where was I? Here.
Okay, so when come back and pull the bow.
Okay, you turn the hand so that this one is facing out. This one is facing you.
Okay, and then palms together. All right, let's try that again.
Okay.
So pull the bow and palms together. And once more. And pull the bow and palms together.
Okay.
So I think we probably ought to get to the third move, which is real easy. So that would be very easy to put in. Okay, it's the third push. So come back again and just push out. Very, very easy. Okay, watch that again. Notice how the hands kind of dissolve and they stay there. And the rest is just simply coming back and turning. Okay?
And one more time.
One more time. And come back. And push. So, want to try that together with them?
Okay.
All right, so the third push. So, open the arms and come back. And push. All right, and again. Dissolve the arms, come back, and push. One more time. Come back, and push.
In fact, why don't I do all three parts of that?
Yeah, so the people will get an idea of what's the three pushes. Okay, so here we go, the three pushes. So it starts off by holding the ball. And here's the first push. So 1. Not touching. Come back, hold the ball. And 2, palms together, hands touching. 3 is open, come back. And 1 more push.